Hello friends, and once again welcome to this video class. In this fourth video, let us look into ethical and legal communication. Now when we speak about ethical and legal communication, what we are concentrating here is basically what legal issues we have to keep in mind and what ethical issues we need to consider when we do communication. When we keep these ethical and legal issues in mind, our communication becomes that much more amicable. Our communication becomes not just fluent, but it also becomes very meaningful. That's why let us consider some legal and ethical issues during today's session. It was a great German philosopher who had said that I disapprove of what you say, but will defend to the death your right to say it. So everyone has, at least in democracy, the freedom to speech and expression. Does it mean that you can say whatever you want? May not be. And yet all of us have a right to express our mind and say what we want to say. Our own Indian constitution, for example, gives us the right to freedom of speech and expression. Under Article 19(1)(a) of the Constitution, it is very clearly mentioned that every citizen of India shall have the right to freedom of speech and expression. What it means is that every citizen of India is free to express his views, beliefs, and convictions freely without fear. The mode of expression may be through speech, writing, printing, pictures, acting, singing, or in any other communicable form. So this is the freedom given to every citizen of India under the Constitution in Article 19(1)(a). But of course, this freedom of speech and expression that is given to every citizen of India is not an absolute freedom. It has got its restrictions. Certain restrictions, which are called reasonable restrictions, are imposed on this freedom of speech and expression given in 19(1)(a). Now, what are these restrictions? Some of the important restrictions are sovereignty and integrity of India. Anything that we speak or communicate must not go against the sovereignty and integrity of India. Similarly, all our speeches, all our communication should not in any way compromise the security of the state and friendly relations with other countries. And it should not affect public order, decency, or morality. It should be within those limits. Similarly, our speech, our expressions should not in any way compromise the rights of the courts. That means we should not get into contempt of court through our speech and expressions, and must not defame others, and also must take care that we do not incite an offense through our speech and expression. So these are some of the reasonable restrictions imposed on this freedom of speech and expression given to us by the Constitution. Now, let me tell you something about defamation. So when we speak in a public forum or in any forum, we do not have right to defame somebody. We do not have right to malign somebody's name, bring dishonor to somebody, spoil somebody's name. And that's why we must take care that when we speak, when we communicate, we do not get into any of these unwanted communication by spoiling somebody else's name. Unless it is absolutely necessary, especially when we have to cite an example or speak about somebody, you do not have to mention the name if something is little negative or something may go against somebody. So we must be very careful not to defame another person. There are another two important legal terms which all of us need to understand when we do communication, especially when we do public communication. So these two terms are slander and libel. Slander and libel. So what is this slander and what is this libel? Now, slander is anything that is oral, that is anything that is spoken verbally, and anything spoken which is defaming the other, spoiling the other's name. So the legal term for this is slander. So anything that is done through words and speech and verbally, so this is considered slander and can be taken as an offense in the court of law. Now, what is libel? Libel is similar to slander except that it is in the written form. So it is actionable per se in all cases. It shows great deliberation and raises a suggestion of malice. The actual publisher of the libel may not be liable. So this is anything that is written or in the form of written communication through, let us say, photographs, or it could be in the form of cartoon or anything written or art form which can go against somebody or which can be defaming another person. So this can be held as an offense in the court of law. So we must be very careful not to get into slander and libel when we do communication, whether verbal communication or even written communication or communication through digital forms. Of course, these days, all of us do a lot of communication through social media and internet. But many times we forget that we may do a lot of harm to other persons through our communication through social media and internet. At the same time, there are lots of laws which can catch up with us and we may find ourselves in the wrong side of the law. You may have heard the recent case in Delhi about this boys' locker room. There were these few teenage boys who created a group in Instagram and went on doing a lot of discussion there, sharing and chatting with one another as to how they can do harm to girls. They brought disrepute through their communication. Even they passed on morphed images of their classmates, the girls who were their classmates, and thus, they are in trouble just now. Police have arrested many of them, so they may have to spend some time in jail. Many times, internet and cybercrime goes a little anonymous. We think at least that we are anonymous in the internet and the cyber world, but not really. If we have to be caught, we can be caught so easily in the cyber world. The cyber police and the specialists can catch us very easily. And that's why in the internet and the cyber world, nobody is anonymous. More than that, I think it is our responsibility to make use of social media and the internet very responsibly and not get into defamation and hate speech. And I think that's where we must become very responsible and legal users of the internet and the cyber world. Let me speak something about ethical communication. Now, what is the ethical communication? Ethical communication is the responsibility of everybody. Now, many times we are very sure about the legal aspects of communication. In other words, we want to be always very legalistic or very legal when we communicate. We don't want to get into any problem, and let's say we do not want anybody to file cases against us. So we would like to be legally correct. But many times it is possible that we may not give a thought to ethical communication. All that is legal need not be ethical. It is important that we take care of ethics as well when we communicate. Now, what do I mean when I say ethics or ethical communication? At times it is possible that when we communicate, we may look into our own advantage and something that only, let's say, helpful to us. So we may not speak our mind if something goes against us. We may not stand for truth and justice, especially in our workplaces. Forget about in the public. Even in our workplaces, we may not fight against injustice and unfair deals. So that's where ethical communications comes into play. Of course, I'm not saying that there are no consequences of all this. There are consequences. And yet, at times, I need to be also ethical in my communication and be fair to myself. There are certain issues here. I need to engage in dialogue when I do communication, and I should not be only one sided. Secondly, I need to always develop a research habit, especially when I do the communication, especially when I speak to others, or let's say I take a position. Have I studied it properly? Am I being very objective or am I being very subjective and biased? And that's where a little research habit can help me. And as I said, always can I be honest and fair to myself as much as I am fair to others. I need to also, in my communication, reflect the benefits to the community rather than reflect no benefits to myself. And of course, as much as possible, I need to practice civility, which means that I cannot be uncivilized in my communication and stoop to very low levels. These are some of the ethical issues that I need to take care when I communicate with others in group communication or in public communication, or even in communication through the internet and social media. As you see in this quote, Albert Einstein said it beautifully: the world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. And I think that's where our ethical communication comes into play. I can be very legal by not doing anything, but I can never be ethical by not doing anything, especially when there is injustice and unfair deals. So, just to summarize as to what I was trying to say, both aspects, that is, legal aspects and ethical aspects, are quite important in every communication. Legal issues deal with anything that can put me into the wrong side of the law. That's why I need to take care of some legal issues, especially with regard to my own freedom of speech and expression given to me in the Constitution 19(1)(a). Of course, I need to see that all my communication is within the within the limits of the reasonable restrictions given in, again, the Constitution 19(2). And then, of course, I have to be very careful that I do not get into libel or slander. And in the cyber world, of course, there are so many cyber laws which can catch up with me if I do not follow the cyber laws. And in the internet and the cyber world, there are many laws which can catch up with me even if I try to be anonymous. Of course, ethics are also as important as laws. I may be perfectly legal, but I may not together. And it's only when I take care of both these legal and ethical issues that can crop up in my communication that I can have a very, very pleasing and comforting communication with others. And then I can build my workplace and I can build my community. I can build my society. Thank you very much.